Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Well, you just trauma dumped on me, and I feel very confused and lost as to what on earth is happening.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
That's a good point. Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
You basically asked me to put myself in danger. We do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We're giving you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep it between us, if you understand our meaning.
some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Okay, I guess we'll ask.
Otter Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Okay.
Yeah, but please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
The plot thickens. It's all convoluted. I don't even know why did.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Hmm.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me,
General
Mr.
Kenobi.
Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Centaurs have never had much use for Oh, that's what the authorities call.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
She's not over here? Oh, that's not good. Okay. I was admiring the castle and then you had to interrupt it, saying that Natty wasn't there.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Okay, so she's disappeared. That's great. I mean, who didn't see that? That's very tropey, to be honest.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
When I was a girl, I wanted to work with unicorns. It was a whim that happened.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Ashwinder's hideout. Okay.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Obviously. That's what it is.
The hidden door.
There we go.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Using that girl as bait.
Revelio.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Interesting.
If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they better get a really good look.
They teach the dark arts at other schools. Why should Hogwarts be any different?
I don't trust Embark. I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Not my fault if a customer skips the fine print.
We know who's minding the oven.
Interesting. So we have a boss.
Share alike, say I. Some Robin.
What? I was a proud man.
Locks and guards can't stop me.
Shit. Oops.
That's just the beginning.
Okay. I got you to do that.
How embarrassing.
Let's just wreak havoc. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to pick that up.
I've had enough of this.
You've had enough of this one?
I'm just warming up.
Let's try this. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, ooh.
You will not survive this.
Just do that. Just take care of him. Jeez. Okay, that was a little rough. And then I accidentally didn't get to read that poem. Oh well.
Revelio. Lumos.
Ah, that's a way forward. Okay, well, I want... This place is something to behold. Oh, that's all that's where that goes. Okay. Oh well. I assumed that would be more interesting than that, but apparently not. Okay.
Revelio. Lumos.
Hmm.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go. Okay. Now go for it.
Lumos.
Hmm. Okay.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Must be. Okay, so we found
Revelio.
that room. Alright, I guess I'll speak to this guy.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed. and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Okay, find his
Mr. Abe's
wand.
wand could be in there.
Could be in this chest. Could be.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Yep. Okay, let's free him.
Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
I mean, it responded well, so...
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Okay. If you're so insistent on it, we can arrange that.
Revelio.
Oh, here we go. This is the letter. I've read your last letter over and over, and I am certain read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at you wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness, have been an external challenge indeed. Existential. Wow, let me try that sentence again. The feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed, and now I am off to read your letter once more. Okay.
Dr. Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
No, I mean, I technically could destroy it in something like this. I don't know, there's probably gonna be a story beat. Anywho, let's try and get out of here.
Lumos.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
I mean, yeah, they haven't helped much.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Okay, so we have two. In the Shadow of Hope. Okay, and then there's that one. In the Shadow of the Mountain. Okay, let's go chit-chat with them, I guess.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now.
Of course.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
It's more complicated. Yeah, well, who didn't think it would be
so
complicated?
We have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous.
And who's the
we'll
sacrifice?
Only give us a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the Ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the Ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Good luck with Ominous, until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
Away! Let's go!
Hey there,
I
Poppy.
can do this. They will want to help. Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I unlocked an achievement?
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I believe him. He was, they're just annoyingly cryptic, but
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Oops.
Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here.
There we go. Oh, are those hippogriffs? I don't know if I need yet another hippogriff. What did I want? What did I need? West. Ah. Host. Okay. So it's time to do some flying, huh? What on earth does that thing mean?
Slow down now. There we go.
thingy? Celebrate his union with Artemisa. Yuan erected his greatest work, claimed to have been inspired by the Greek wizard Daedalus, the most magnificent maze he had ever created. All the wedding guests were invited to venture into the maze in search of riches ostensibly hidden there. But the witches and wizards recognized something
You
in
certainly are a
Yuan.
magnificent beast.
So the story goes and stayed back. Those who entered did not return. The terror did not end there. As many as 1,000 Scottish muggles met their end in the Blackwood maze over the years that followed, enticed into the depths by the promise of gold. Huh.
Take them all. Run the other way when they...
Since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders, we have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Oh, there's more to it. Oh my. Do I go this way? I guess I go this way. Hang on, let's get a map out. I'm going in the wrong direction. Okay, so I gotta fight my way in. Is that the deal? Okay, here we go.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Missed me. You almost had a lucky shot.
So I'm guessing I have to go through like this to get to the other side. Yeah, I have to go through here to get to the other side. That explains why I couldn't figure out how to get through.
That was meant for me. You won't stop me. Pity, not quite. Not quite. Kill still glance off of me. Ha! Easily diverted. You can't stop us. Well, that's your best.
Okay, here's a marker. That's good.
I should investigate.
Bombarda!
Interesting, she should say I should investigate.
Revelio.
Well, that chest sucked. I've officially hit 40 hours, and I still have quite a bit of questing to do.
The wizard will have no choice but to submit to us. You've been paying attention.
Bombarda!
Potato.
What an unfortunate end for you.
This'll be a lot.
Oh.
I won't rest. I will make you pay.
Oh, okay, so I got them all for the most part. Okay, that
You've
wasn't
one less
bad.
follower, Ranrock.
Yep. What's in here?
Revelio.
There's a little sewer thing. Okay. Interesting.
Bombarda!
I will check out that other thing in a minute, but I have officially made it to the other side.
Oh, nice to see you here.
Hooray.
Isn't the sea air refreshing?
Ah, new location. That is beautiful. You know what? Screenshot it.
Revelio.
Oh. Fortunately, the fact that an antique Muggle compass was dumped here means the Muggles who dropped it probably wandered through Wales by... Probably wandering through Wales by now. That's unfortunate. Okay, I wanted to... There's a little hidden thing down here that I want to check out. Oh, I found the jackpot. Was it good stuff? No. Did it feel worth it? Yes. So we're finally going to explore this last chunk of map. We're definitely like in the third act. I don't know how much more is after the final trial. I'm guessing you have to take down Ranrock and all of them. Wow, look at that. The backside of water. This is warm and cheery and I like it. No? Really? Anyway, I think I might leave it there. Quest-wise, I think we're about probably one chapter after this. This one seems pretty short as well. Grief and Vengeance. Required Bombarda, okay. Required. Speak with Natty, right. So you can get up to this quest and not get Bombarda? Interesting. Alright, well. This has been a journey. We're making progress, which is always good. Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just learning. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck. Okay, I wish you luck, bud. Hope it works out for you.